3rd grade ELA tech set series study, Deanna Hutz-Aston and Sylvia Long. Today I'm going to read another book in the same series by Deanna Hutz-Aston. This one is called A Rock is Lively. What do you think lively means? The word lively means full of life and energy. Rocks aren't alive, so how can they be full of life? Thinking about the other books we've read in this set, what about rocks might make them lively? So what do you already know about rocks? As I read, think about the new information you are learning about rocks. Also think about what makes Deanna Hutz-Aston's book special. Alright, so this is the end page, and then this is the gallery. I want you to look at this. What is in this gallery? Do you know anything different about this gallery compared to the others in this set? The pictures aren't labeled. I wonder why. But what are the differences you notice? Alright. A rock is lively. A rock is lively. Bubbling like a pot of soup deep beneath the earth's crust, liquid, molten, boiling. Depending on what type of rock it is, a rock melts at temperatures between 1,300 and 2,400 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow. A rock is mixed up. All rocks are made of a mix of ingredients called minerals. Just as a batter of flour, butter, and sugar makes a cookie, a batter of minerals makes a rock. The recipe for a rock might include minerals like aluminum, copper, diamond, fluorite, gold, gypsum, lead, nickel, platinum, quartz, silver, sulfur, tin, topaz, and turquoise. So, lapis lazuli. Mix the mineral lazurite with a dash of sodalite and a pinch of both calcite and pyrite. Heat within the earth until a brilliant blue. So the author compared a rock to a pot of soup and a cookie. Have you thought of rocks like this? A rock is galactic. Outer space is a shower of rocky fireworks. Meteorites are rocks that range in size from a grain of sand to a basketball. They become meteors or shooting stars when they streak through Earth's atmosphere and vaporize. Sometimes pieces of the meteor aren't vaporized and land on Earth's surface. That's blurry. There you go. Pieces of the meteor aren't vaporized and land on Earth's surface. These are called meteorites. Comets are both of rock and ice, sometimes called dirty snowballs, that are heated by the sun and soar through space, leaving glowing ribbons of dust behind them. Asteroids are gigantic chunks of rocks and metal. They can weigh millions of tons. The largest known asteroid is 650 miles in diameter. It would take a person 352 hours or nearly 15 days to walk around it. A rock is old. A rock is old. The oldest known rocks on Earth were formed billions of years before the sky turned from green to blue. Before dinosaurs thundered across the Earth, before humans learned how to make fire, the oldest rocks ever found are nearly 4.5 billion years old. So meteorite fragment Algerius, 4.4 billion years old. Greenstone, Canada, found in Canada, 4.28 billion years old. Xyron crystal, found in Australia, 4.1 billion years old. Lewison Guinness, Scotland, 3 billion years old. Granite, United States, was found 2.5 billion years old. So what do you notice about how these rocks are organized? They are organized from oldest on the left to the youngest on the right. A rock is huge. Considered by many to be the world's largest rock, Australia's Mount Augustus is a sandstone rock with an elevation or height of 3,628 feet above sea level, about 1,000 feet higher than the world's tallest skyscraper, or tiny. The carpets of sand on the floor and shores of oceans, lakes, and rivers come from larger rocks that have been ground through weatherings into tiny grains. A rock is helpful. Some birds swallow stones to help them digest food. As the muscles in the gizzards of their stomachs move, food is chewed, crushed by rocks in the same way humans use teeth to break down food. Crocodiles, seals, and sea lions also ingest rocks. The extra weight or ballast helps them dive deeper and stay steady in water. Sea otters lie on their backs and use rocks to crack open shells on their stomachs. Seagulls drop mollusks onto rocks to break apart their shells. Chimpanzees and crows crack the hard shells of nuts on rocks. So I wanted you guys to notice the different ways animals use the rocks. A rock is surprising. Some rocks need to be broken open to reveal their beauty. Geodes, round, hollow rocks found mostly in deserts or beds of volcano ash, hide sparkly crystals. The crystals were once liquid, trapped inside rock for thousands of years. They changed into jewels of many colors. Agates, too, with their colorful layers created by liquid deposits, are often found of volcanic rock. A rock is inventive. Long ago, humans chiseled rocks into shapes, edged weapons and tools. Flaky flint and obsidian rocks were chopped into arrowheads, spear points, axes, and hammers. Rough granite, sandstone, and lava rocks were shaped into mortar and pestles used for grinding seeds, rice, nuts, chilies, and garlic into food. Today, humans use rocks to make cement and bricks, paper and pencil, glass and toothpaste. A rock is creative. 10 of thousands of years ago, before they were writing, ancient people told stories through symbols. With colors made from minerals, they painted pictographs on cave walls, rock shelters, and ledges. They chipped and pecked the surface of stones to make petroglyphs. So, pictographs are painted onto rocks, and petroglyphs are carved or pecked into the rock. Are you surprised these pictures have lasted so long? Why or why not? In more recent history, artists and builders have chiseled great sculptures and monuments from all kinds of rocks. So we got the basalt and other volcanic rocks, sandstone, the Stonehenge in England, the limestone pyramids of Giza in Egypt, the marble in Taj Mahal, India, the onyx in Mother and Child, the granite from Mount Rushmore, and the marble made by, called David by Michelangelo in Italy. A rock is sedimentary rocks like coal and lime. Stones have eroded over time into smaller pieces of sand. Pebbles and gravel then were pressed together like a layer of cake with fossils, seashells, and decayed plants. Metamorphic rocks began as sedimentary or igneous, but were baked and squeezed so hard by heat and pressure they became metamorphic rocks like slate and marble. Igneous rocks are formed by magma When magma erupts through volcanoes, it cools and hardens into rocks like granite and pumice. Pumice is a lightweight, it floats. A rock doesn't hurry. Over thousands of millions of years, it changes from one form to another. This is called the rock cycle, and a process called erosion. A rock is squished and scraped by glaciers, whirled by waves and rain, and pushed deep into the earth until it turns into magma. Then a rock is once again lively. So, what do you see on these 2 pages? How is this gallery the same as the one at the beginning of the book? How is it different? Why do you think the author and illustrator did it this way?